Hello, gorgeous people, and welcome to another TV Central One-on-One podcast. I'm Aaron Ryan. This is episode 9, 2024. Dylan Wright has been crowned the winner of Australian Idol 2024 in a close contest with Amy and Denver. His winning single, Paper Hearts, has been released, and he's on track to become an absolute superstar. And he joins me now. Dylan Wright, welcome to TV Central, and a big super congratulations.
Hello, thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Hey, look, I've had a bit of an emotional week, so there is a chance I'm overthinking this, but it's been a hard few years for a lot of people. Obviously, COVID, interest rate rises, cost of living crisis, all that kind of stuff. I know for many, those glimpses of hope have been far and few in between. Australian Idol has always been more than just the voice. It's the person, their life, their backstory, their personality, and many people, including every single Idol eliminated contestant I've spoken to, saw you as an everyday Australian with a young family, the nicest guy ever, a passionate dream, and a lot of humbleness. I think we needed you to win. Did you ever see your journey from that perspective in terms of the viewer?
No, not at all. Not at all. I kind of felt like I just wanted to take out as much as I could from this whole show and learn what I could because I feel like you can never stop learning. Like I've been doing music since I was 12 and I'm now 31. And yeah, I can never stop learning. I didn't think that I would ever go on this show, but I've always loved it. And just being connected with these contestants and the crew has been such an incredible journey. And I feel so cliche to say that, but it has been an amazing journey.
Yeah. Look, I can ask you the usual questions, but I think people want to know a little bit more about you. Tell me about growing up in the Wright family.
Yeah, I don't know. We grew up in the Southern Shire of New South Wales. Big Shark supporter, and music was just always around. My brother and sister are 11 and 9 years older, and I have another brother who's 11 years older, and he likes rap music. And my other brother loves like Jack Johnson, and my sister loves like everything in between. So music was always around, and like big Beatles and Elvis fan. So yeah, we were just always singing, and I'm the only one who kind of plays an instrument in my family. So I was really
Wow.
lucky that mum kind of pushed me into that. And if I didn't have music, I'd be so lost, I think. Music, like I always try and tell people who have kids, just make sure you get them to learn an instrument because no matter where you are, if there's a piano or a guitar, it just brings people together.
Yeah. You've been dubbed young dad Dylan, which by the way, I mean 31. When people said you're
Yeah,
young,
no,
young dad Dylan, I think some
not
people
that
assumed you were
young.
19 or something.
I'll take it. I'll take young.
We've heard a bit about your story with your family and your wife. So what is the story with your wife? How did you meet?
Yeah, we met on the first day of high school. And
Wow.
we, in quotation marks, dated whatever dating is in year seven. But we were really good friends throughout high school, and we had our separate partners through the years. But then we kind of rekindled when we were about 21, and yeah, we've been married for 8 years now.
Wow. All right, from a viewer point of view, it feels like full circle. You grew up watching Idol with your family. You have now have your own family, and
Yeah,
then you're building out a classic with Shannon Knoll with Guy Sebastian judging. Then you win the whole thing. That isn't that the
yeah,
definition of a of a circle?
that's mate. Like I'm pinching myself every moment of this day, and like the past few days, like singing with Nosey, even meeting him, he's just such a cool guy. And yeah, singing that song, seeing Guy there, having Ricky Lee there, it's just this whole Idol family together. It's just so incredible.
I'd be interested to know the feeling that you had when you were announced the winner. I mean, you could have been reflective in as in where you've been, and then up to this point, perhaps a nostalgic feeling with all the idol memories. You could be proud, overjoyed for your family, thankful. I mean, you probably felt a bit of all of them. But what was the
Oh,
overriding feeling when you won?
I was in complete shock. Um, the other two are just incredible singers and musicians and performers that I was just like whoever won, I was going to be so happy, but I didn't think that I was winning. So in my head, it was just one of the two girls. So yeah, my face, I just saw the clip again before, and my face is just complete shock. And then I just remember seeing confetti and just holding Amy. And yeah, I mean, I just love her so much. She's such an incredible performer. Yeah, I was just in disbelief. And then seeing my family, their faces were like melted. They're just in tears, and my wife's on the floor. She's just, it was such a moment in time.
Well, just reflecting on that for a moment, though, about your chances of winning. I mean, you're saying that you're shocked. I know it would sound arrogant to say, "Oh, I thought I was going to win," because Denver and Amy are so awesome, and in fact, so were the whole top 12. But there must have been a
Yeah.
piece of you that felt the love from the fans. You had a very vocal crowd, and the judges loved you. Did you ever think for a moment, actually, I might have a chance of winning?
Not at all. I know it probably sounds weird, but I think imposter syndrome is just such a big part of me that I remember singing Better Be Home Soon and just like looking out to the audience and just trying to take in as much as I could because I was like, this is the last time I'm singing in front of this crowd and on this stage that I'm just kind of taking in each second here because this is it.
Yeah. One thing, like I'll be honest, I don't like it when Idol contestants do covers of songs that are super iconic. I think trying something like "Never Tear Us Apart" is risky given the love for Michael
Oh,
Hutchins. It's
yeah.
almost
I was
not,
very nervous.
yeah, it's almost impossible not to think of him or the way that he did the song. Why were you the exception to the rule? It was almost haunting the version that you did, super respectful to the song. How do you juggle
Oh,
those
wow.
kind of things?
Oh, thank you so much. I love that song and
Mm,
I rarely sing that song live anywhere because he is such an icon of mine and
yeah.
no one can ever do it like him. And to kind of be allowed to sing that song on that night, like grand finale night, was just really, I was so honored to do that and to kind of put my own little spin on it. It was, yeah, I mean, you can never do it justice like Michael.
Yeah. All right, moving forward. Obviously you've been referred to as a young dad. How does being on the road within the music industry and doing lots of travel, how does that look for you moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think this was a really great learning curve. There was, especially like, I'm not sure if everyone knows, but it is live because people in the street come up to me like a few weeks ago and saying, "Who wins?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know." But yeah, having the girls in Georgia, she's like a single mum for 2 months, really, with the support of family, and it was such a struggle, especially in the beginning, kind of having time to call them and FaceTime and see them, a massive struggle. But we've kind of sorted out bits and pieces. I mean, this is life. This is what we want to do as a family. And yeah, I think it was a really good learning curve.
Hmm. All right, tell me about Paper Hearts, your winning single. What's it about?
Yeah, I was really lucky and fortunate to get this song and be able to rewrite the verses. Because in my experience with Idol winning songs, they kind of reflect the journey of Idol. And I wanted to kind of do that in this song. So it's kind of about, for me, the supportive network of my family and friends that have always been there and kind of seeing myself on that stage in lights, all thanks to them.
Hmm. You're in your own lane now. So what kind of music can fans expect from you moving forward?
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting. But I love my country, and so it's going to be like, I think, country soul pop in a way, like a Matt Corby, Chris Stapleton crossed over, I think.
Oh, wow. All right. Look, you've already had a lot of interviews, and as soon as you hang up from this one, there'll be another queue of them. So many questions repeated. So I wanted to put you on a spot a bit. What is something that we don't know about you? Something that you haven't been asked before? Maybe like a passion, a funny habit, something from your childhood, or just something we haven't heard before about you.
Something fresh. I'm not sure. I mean, I love my photography and my graphic design. Like my social media, I've really tried to push that into it. So all my content, like writing jingles to text my name on a Sunday night or Monday. I've tried to be creative with that and just I love being creative. Like music and songwriting is such an amazing creative experience, but having photography and a bit of graphic design as well to kind of elevate that is has been a real passion of mine.
All right. Speaking of the socials, where can people find you?
On Instagram, it's Dylan Wright Music, and on Facebook, it's Dylan Wright.
All right. Well, finally, if we look at this in logical order, you get the prize money, you release the album, you tour. But what is your dream? What does 5 years down the track look like if you were living your passion and dream?
Oh, that is a big question. I mean, just writing with other musicians and touring Australia and the world. And I mean, I'd love to get over to Nashville and do some writing and recording over there. Europe. Yeah, I mean, I have big dreams, big dreams.
And you're the man to live them out. Absolutely. Dylan, deserved winner, talented, humble, and just a good old Australian finding and now living his dream. So good luck with the next chapter. And thank you for joining me at TV Central.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That was Dylan Wright, winner of Australian Idol 2024. That's it for this podcast. For all the latest television and streaming news and podcasts, head to tvcentral.com.au. But for now, I'm Aaron Ryan. Thanks and congratulations to Dylan Wright. Bye for now.